Okay, so you think the investment is worth it. You'll get the ROI if you improve the passenger experience overall,
If
even
it,
if
as
it's a few
long,
years down the line.
yes, but as long as it's the right experience, and the point there is that there could be a lot of investment in, um, oh, we want to make everything better, and kind of why wouldn't we? But yeah, that will take a huge amount of capital investment. So it's knowing the right bits of the experience to improve, and again that comes back to, well, what do passengers really value and what don't they value? Um, we mentioned about the app that tracks lost baggage earlier. That's an app that probably people on the operational side will make their life more easy. But in terms of from a passenger point of view, would that justify a greater cost on the ticket price? I'm not so sure. What would help me justify my own expenditure on an airline might be a guarantee, a watertight guarantee that the bags will be wherever I am, and we're not building into the experience. I had a conversation with this on this with someone the other day who was saying, well, if a flight is delayed when it arrives and there's a tight connection, then people can run. Well, because people can get through an airport quicker than bags can. Well, that might be fine for a number of people, but my father might have just had a hip replacement. My disabled son, he's not going to want to run, because that if anyone starts running, then he gets really distressed that there's panic going on. There'll be people, and it's just not the right experience to start with. So I think it's kind of using that as an example. If someone could guarantee that, okay, we know bags occasionally go missing, but as long as if that does happen, there's a really good experience in terms of people contacting me. The airline is making the effort to contact me to say, Jerry, your bags are in Hamburg when they should be in Edinburgh. And there's a plan to say, like, they will be with you in 2 days' time. And by the way, in the meantime, for the inconvenience, here's an emergency sort of overnight bag or whatever it might be. I know that's all got costs, but the point is that those sort of experiences I would really value, and would start to become a point of differentiation over an airline that kind of doesn't do that. And I think similarly with rail operators, there are things that happen where there's a real, you can kind of see on some of the trains I travel in and out of London, where there's a desire to get so many people on the train, far more so than there are seats. So I'm paying a not inconsiderable amount of money to stand shoulder to shoulder in a drafty corridor that happens regularly, and that just doesn't seem right. And it's kind of that's taken over. That's the way we do things. That's picking on one particular train operator. I'm not saying they're all like that by any stretch, but what I'm thinking is that when things don't go quite according to plan, then the pricing side of it just needs to have a little bit more flex and a little bit more of a longer term view on when that payback will come, rather than looking at today's metrics, today's performance, today's turnaround times, today's on-time arrivals. It's about taking a longer term consideration over the return on that investment.